Chapter 5 Growth, Gain, Goodies. Hello, and welcome to this week's adventure. Hope you're doing well. Last week we finished off up here on the roof. Not to surprise you, but we're still up here on the roof because we need to get this farm covered up. It is a bit of an eyesore with all the exposed redstone, not to mention the danger that it presents with the pit. Anyone can wander into the hole and get sucked up by the water. While I am on this roof, I'm thinking about a good name for this business. Not sure what to call it. I want something related to growing. The plants are quite lush, and the reeds and bamboo are both stalks. I think the company will be named Lush Stalks. After the roof was on, there were hostile creatures dwelling inside the farm. Now I need to hop in there and kill them, then light up the floor to prevent more from coming in. Carefully killing these hostiles, especially because there is a creeper and I don't want anything to blow up. Phew! I managed to kill all the hostiles. They're spawning because of the dark, so I will need to light up this level and the top level. Oh no! The light from the glowstone is melting the ice. I guess the ice won't work in here. We'll need to figure out another way to transport the items. I also want to make the observation floor out of bamboo planks, just as a homage to what is grown here. So, just going to wait for it to grow. After waiting a few minutes, I realized that none of the bamboo is growing. Then I realized that it is too dark where the plants sit. The plants need lights to grow. So I ran off to my house to get some torches and light up the inside of it. Once that was done, the plants started to grow again. While I waited for the plants to grow, I decided to figure out the water elevator problem. I came to the realization that the water elevator is just in the way. What I will do instead is let the produce fall down and run through a pipe underground, then on either side run a water pipe up to the top of the chests. Hey, who are you? What do you want? I said. Hi, Leaf. Sorry, I was wondering if I can get a job here in this factory, he said. I replied, Sorry, but I'm not the one in charge of hiring. You'll need to talk to Greg the blacksmith. He thanked me, then said, Can you please help me out of this hole? Yep, I sure can help you out. After helping him out, I decided that I needed to let the town know that only authorized personnel are allowed in here. With the flooring and the gates and signs, the farm looks so much nicer. This is a final layout of the inside of the farm. All the plants can now grow, get auto-harvested and auto-delivered into chests, starting with the chest on the north side of the farm. Now that the business Lush Stocks is working on its own and generating the produce needed, I can start working on the entrance and walls. Leaf tails, the farmer yells. I turn around and address him. Hi, farmer. What can I do for you? Emphasizing the word farmer because he hasn't become my friend yet. My mate and I, here in the field, still cannot go into our house because that is where you trap the mutated villager. I'm wondering if you have found out a way to cure him yet. I replied, Oh, sorry, I forgot. I did manage to get everything needed last week to heal him. Then I got distracted and built lush stocks for the town. With a disappointed tone, he said, That is fine. Can you now please heal him and get my house free again? Yep, I said, and continued. I just need to get the stuff needed and ask Neville to brew up the potion needed. Please do that, the farmer said. After saying goodbye, I went to get what was needed to help out his friend. Hi, Neville. How's it going? I greeted Neville. He returned my greeting. Good, Leaf. What can I do for you? Is this a social hello or business proposition? I said, A bit of both. He looked at me curiously. Then I continued. It is a job that I have for you, but it is for the town as well. You remember the zombie that attacked the friend of the farmer? Well, I now have the resources to brew up a weakness potion for him. What will this weakness potion do? He asked. Surprised that he does not know, I responded, a potion of weakness will weaken the zombie side of him. Then he is able to eat a golden apple, and after the apple is fully consumed, he returns to a living person. That's great. I will definitely make the potion, said Neville. With that, he quickly whipped up the potion and gave it to me. I then went to the zombified person and threw the weakness potion on him and gave him the golden apple. While I waited for him to be cured, I started on a new project of my own. That is an inn for the village. I chose this area to build the inn in hopes that it will generate lots of income for myself and give the townsfolk a bit of food and entertainment. Not much time passed and then the man was cured. I go to him to set him free and ask how he is doing. He is so grateful to me. He tells me, anything that you need from me for trading, you can have it at cost price. That is crazy because he is now offering me some diamond tools for only 1 emerald. I can get a sharpness 2 sword or an efficiency 1 axe for only 1 emerald. I am also really grateful to him. Jumping back to the building of lush stalks. The design I have in mind for the front is to have an open entrance with water flowing on either side of it. So I went ahead and started that from the ground up, taking care to mirror it on either side. Once I had the water placed, I wanted to add a window. Taking inspiration from the diamond shape of the farm, I did the window in the same layout. The backing of the window I put blue glass, the same glass that is used from the pipes I removed. Next was the walls. I started laying out the general plan, then went ahead and started placing blocks. At one point in the design, I realized it needed more than just cobblestone and stripped mangroves. This led me to add andesite sparsely around and mangrove stairs for a softer vertical transition. In each corner, I wanted to have a covered area where the workstations can sit. That is why in each corner there's an indent and a nice paved area for the employees to work. I will leave that area empty until Greg tells me how many employees he wants and what type of employees he wants. If I suspect correctly, he wants stonemasons, and if that's the case, I will probably make this area my mass stone storage center. For a long time now, I have been always hearing spiders under this road of the village. My curiosity finally got the better of me, and I went to check it out. Sure enough, here it is, a spider spawner, exactly what I suspected. This is actually really neat, especially because it is close to the surface. What I might do is make a nice viewing room where the spiders can spawn, and when they travel up the walls, and I will have a surround killing chamber for them with pickups around the edges to collect the loot that they might drop. That's just an idea. I will leave the thought in my head and maybe do it another day. From there, I went to go talk to Greg about the employment that he wants. After running around for a bit looking for him, I noticed that all the residents of Echo are heading back to their workstations for the day. Then I head over to the blacksmith hoping to find him. And I do. So I greeted him. Hi Greg, how are you doing? He responded, Great Leaf, how are you? I have been checking up on you most evenings, and it looks like you have finished the whole farm. I have finished, I told him, then continued, Well, I have a few last bit of items to do, but before that happens, I would like to know how many employees you're going to hire. I actually don't know how many employees to hire, Greg said. Can I get back to you on that? I'll probably let you know in a week or two how many would be good for the town. I said, Yep, that is fine. Whatever suits you. Greg said, Great. If that is all, I should check into work to see what I need to do. I said, Yep, that's all. Goodbye. Goodbye, he said in return. I then just wanted to have one last look at the farm. This is when I decided to change some things up in front and the side paths. As you can see, I changed the paths a bit and spruced up the front by adding some leaves. It just adds some life to the build. When I make the 4 shade spots for the employees, I will also add some growth around those places too. This is the final look for now for the business lush stalks. I then took a peek at the enchanting table because I wanted a stronger sword. That is when I saw a looting 3 enchantment that I can get on my sword. I then went about trading with my friends and breeding up the animals to get that enchantment. When I had enough levels, I went to enchant. I was hoping for something more on the sword like sharpness. After I put the sword in the enchanting table and took it out, I looked at it and it had bane of arthropods. What a disappointment. I don't need that enchantment. This is when I decided that I will just combine my current sword. Then I'll have a sharpness 4, unbreaking 3, and looting 3 sword. Next was to test this new sword, and there is no better place to test out a new sword like this than in the Nether. The reason for jumping into the Nether to test the sword is because the Nether fortress has wither skeletons. Those wither skeletons have a rare chance to drop their head. My chances of getting their head increases with each level of looting, so I'm going around slaughtering all the wither skeletons. Finally, after killing a whole ton of them, I got a skull. This gave me encouragement. After all, I need 3 of them to summon a dark creature from the depths of the Nether, and if I slay him, then I get one of the most valuable items to ever drop from a monster. I continued to run around, killing the skeletons and the blaze only because they got in the way. After a bit of time, I decided to make a path from one section to another section. This is so that I have a loop to run in and kill all the monsters. This turned out to be a mistake. One of the blazes hit me. I fell and had to flee. Once safe, I returned to killing. Then I got a surprise attack, and bum bum bum, I died. Dying sucks because you need to go get your gear back. I will get some items to help out though, and go recover my stuff. There are my items. I got most of them. The rest are being protected. Time to retreat and slowly lure the pigman over. He's just not coming. Finally, I got him. Now I can get my diamond pants and boots. Okay, the thing I need is a bit more protection before coming back in here. I will definitely come back in here, but maybe on top of better protection, I will get a sword designed to kill the undead. This will help with the wither skeletons. After that excitement of running through the nether and slaying those horrible undead, and then killing me, I am now ready to do something that's a bit more relaxing. I reckon it's time to start a new business. I will make an inn for the village. This will add more rooms for the town, for more people to live here. Also, it can give me a spot in the town to drop off food. This will help the town grow and stay healthy. I could go through every step of the building process with you like I did while building Lush Docks. Instead, I will finish it off and run through everything that I did. To start off, I named the inn First In. This is a homage to the saying, first in, first served. Also, it is fun because this is the first inn for this town. After that, I decided not to have a door. Instead, the inn is always open to everyone in the town. 3 things that I might change with the door is lowering the door by half a block, making the door 2 blocks wide, and add a gate to the door for aesthetics. Continuing inside is the bar. It is in the corner near the door for easy access to be served as soon as you enter. Also, I have a stage in the other corner for when there is need of entertainment in the town. I have a fire on the back wall. Now seeing it, I realize that I forgot to put a mantle there. There are tables and chairs all around. Some of them I think I might need to get some cushions for them to sit on. In the last corner of the inn, I built stairs, and that leads to the bedrooms. There are a total of 5 bedrooms and 6 beds for people to sleep on. Now, let's sneak through this room's window. The outside is almost done. I just need to add a back garden and an open stable on this side of First Inn. This is the front of the inn, and the last side is just up here. Up and around. Here, I added an extra sign pointing to the entrance. Also, a bit of art on this back wall. I guess the townspeople wanted to hang up the artwork. This was a blank and boring wall, so that is fine. I will leave it there for now. This is the end of the week, but before you go, check out this armor and gear that I have made up. Starting with the inventory. So, this is my helmet, protection, respiration, chest plate, protection, and unbreaking. The helmet, I wouldn't mind having aqua affinity, and the leggings is just protection. The boots is protection, feather falling, and depth strider. And then moving on, I got this bow, power 5, flame, unbreaking. I wouldn't mind having punch as well. And then I'll add mending, of course, to all of everything. And those that don't have any unbreaking, I will add that once I get enough books. The diamond shovel is efficiency 4, silk touch unbreaking, same, but this is a new axe, fortune 3, efficiency 4, and unbreaking. I got sick of breaking the leaves when chopping trees and getting leaves from them. If I want leaves, I'll use my shears. This is the same pickaxe I have, efficiency 4 and fortune. This is a new sword with a sweeping edge, looting, and sharpness 5. Now there's a bit more. I got these as well. So I got a smite for knockback. I wouldn't mind having looting 3 on that. That is to kill the withers. This is my old axe, and here is my old sword. Actually, the one that I made this week. All that gear is for a particular purpose, and I hope to accomplish that next week. Get keen, for we have a big adventure ahead of us for next week. That is all for today. Keep learning, keep reading. That keeps the mind staying sharp. See you all next week.